Hello students, Michael Sanchez, violin teacher here. Hope you guys are having a good evening. Today we're going to learn Flow Gently Sweet Afton in today's Irish Fiddle / Celtic class. So this is a really good tune that we're going to learn some improvisation on, as well as some sliding and some grace notes, some different things to kind of add some spice to it. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is play through it to start and not include any ornamentation. Just kind of give you guys a base of how to practice the notes. And we'll add some more each time. Ready, go. All right, that's the first half. Okay, it's pretty dull without any sort of fiddly type additions. So we'll definitely do some stuff in there. Okay, so let's start off by definitely sliding into some notes. It's like that. So let me put those in there. So slide. These are slide marks. And this indicates a down slide on the B. Anytime I see a first finger, I like to slide down. It's a little bit trickier because it is an eighth note, but I think that's a good spot to do that. All right, next measure. Down slide would work there. Next line. Right here, let's actually add in some improvisation. Instead of just going, let's do so. I did that in third position, but you can do it either way. Maybe it's basically A, B to A, so let me write that in there. So it'd be an A in here, and then a B. Yeah, and you could even do it like quickly, like an actual grace note would be. So instead of doing it like I just did it, you could also do it like that. All right, next part. Okay, here's where I want to do some improvisation with notes. So instead of playing this, what I want to do is do similar to what we learned last week in the class, where we have a note that we're kind of aiming towards, which is the D. But then in between, basically right in here, I want to change it into improvisation. So I'm going to do I-M-P. Stands for improv. So I'm going to give you guys some examples of what you could do there. But this is similar to what we talked about last class. So if you guys are interested in learning more about improvisation, changing notes up, and kind of having a lead note, check out my Cripple Creek lessons that I did last week. Okay, let me show you guys how this could be a lot of different ways. So. I should put F sharp. I wish I would have played G. So I wish I would have went. That would have worked better. Let me do another one. Or there's something in there that's going to add to the improvisation, and then you have that lead note, that D, which is what you're aiming towards. Let me try another one. like that. So just anything in there, or something like that. Just something that's going to change that up. And what we talked about last week is that you can add different things in there, and just don't be afraid to do it, because sometimes you're going to like what you play and sometimes you won't. But the more that you try it and actually experiment, you're going to find that you're going to become a lot better of an improv player. And ultimately, sounds really cool when you can vary up different notes and rhythms in a piece other than just what's given to you. Okay, so let's continue on. Let's slide into some notes that follow here. So we have I feel like sliding that C natural. This next part. Okay, let's do the same thing with improv here. So let's just do, instead of doing, so I just did, instead of the D, I played E right here. It's first finger, ba bum, bum bum bum, G, A. Grace notes right there. I play that as a 4. Okay, so I just changed up that measure to, I start the start of the 4th line. I just slurred actually this together, and then that was separate. That's, I think, a little bit better. Like that. Okay. Raise your hand if you're with me so far with the improv. Okay. Next part. Let's do some droning here. So this next note, we want to play a 4 and open at the same time. That's called a drone. And we want to slide into it. That'd be kind of cool. So instead of just going, let's do, sounds a little more fiddly. Another drone. Maybe add in ba ba bum. So a couple extra notes in here. Make it interesting. So those together. Yeah, and we could even do a drone on this note. So we have one here, as well as follow. So let's do the 5th line. Pick up to the 5th line. I've been actually doing some down slides. I just kind of feel like it sounds good on these Ds. So normally I teach you guys a down slide on a first finger, because it's just, we can also do it on any other note. In this example is a 3. So here, see if you can hear that pick up to line 5 again. Or pick up to line 6. Maybe do a little grace note in there for the C sharp. So you're basically playing it twice, but you're slurring it together on the second bow. I would do that bowing there. So line 6, pick up. So let's do a drone here is what I just did. Down slide works, up slide. Another grace note, little addition there. Ba-bum. And then 4. It always sounds good to end a measure or a phrase with a drone. So I kind of just improv that a little bit. So right there I'm doing basically a 4th finger, 3rd finger, and then sliding into that C natural. And what I'm doing there is I'm kind of maybe slowing down the phrase like I'm ritardandoing, slowing it down, even kind of pausing right there, and then really slowing down this part. Maybe change this to an E. And then maybe doing what we did earlier, doing another 3/4 grace note. And then slide into that G. All right, let's do the pickup to the last line. Ending it with a tag. All right, so that was just definitely some different suggestions in there. Let's maybe just go through it one time, and I'll just kind of add in some of this stuff. Hopefully I'll stick to what I wrote, but it's hard when you're in that kind of fiddly improv mode. I'll try my best. All right, from the beginning. Just like that. Okay, so hopefully you guys got some good ideas on how to spicing this up. So if you guys remember from the very beginning of when we worked on it, it had some very basic notes, not a lot to it. It's really endless, though, what you can do to a piece like this or any fiddle piece. So hopefully, guys, if you guys have been attending some of these classes that I've been posting, you're getting an idea of how to open up your mind to doing more than what's on the page. That's always the key to improving your ability to do improvisation and basically become a great campfire musician, which is great to have. It's fun to be able to jam with a guitarist, and doing some of these things are really helpful to go in that direction. So if you guys enjoyed the class, if you guys are interested in joining a group or some sort of band, there's plenty out there. If you guys ask somebody that really knows the fiddle in your area, they might hook you up with another player that's interested in joining groups, or knows of a particular jam session nearby. So that once you join something like that, that's when some of these skills that I'm teaching you guys are going to really be helpful for something like that. All right, I hope you enjoyed the class. We're going to actually hang out with the people that are currently here right now. And the advantage of being in the class live is you guys will be able to see me each time, and it's really easy to sign up. Go on the site and click on the webinar tab, and the schedule should pop up in the drop-down. Click on that, and once you sign up, you'll get a class notification 1 day and 1 hour before the class starts. hope to see you guys in some of these classes, and they're growing quite a bit, and they're a lot of fun. Have a great day.